Great. Welcome to LA Blockchain Summit. Hi, Justin. I'm so happy to see you again.
Hi, Rachel. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've last talked, so it's always good to catch up with you. So obviously you don't need an introduction, but I will let you briefly introduce yourself before I get into my questions. So just to tell the audience who you are, although everyone should know who you are already.
Hi, everybody. I'm Justin Sang. I created TRON Network almost 3 years ago, and right now we are in these past 3 years we have developed TRON into one of the largest blockchain protocol in our industry. So happy to share like my thoughts on the blockchain industry and also on the development of TRON.
Great, wonderful. So Justin, DeFi is really hot right now. And so that's kind of what I want to focus largely on during this fireside chat. So I guess the first question I have for you is maybe, can you explain what DeFi means? And then I'll just go into some more questions from there.
Yeah, sure, definitely. DeFi is short for decentralized finance, which means a lot of the financial applications, instead of like building on the traditional financial infrastructure, they build on blockchain and controlled by smart contract. I can give you like an example. So basically on TRON network, we have a very competitive decentralized exchange. Name is called JustSwap. So instead of like putting your money in centralized exchange and trading on centralized platform, these days you can just trade on JustSwap and you control your funds. You don't need to register account. You don't need to do anything. Just have a TRON wallet and interactive with the smart contract. You can execute your trading anytime, basically 24/7, and without like worrying about like any of the outages of the system or like or traditional industry, right? They may just like off for the day, so you don't need to worry any of that, right? As long as the blockchain is running, your fund is secure, you can trading like anytime. So that's DeFi.
Got it, got it. JustSwap. So I'm curious to know, is that similar to UnionSwap?
Yes, exactly. So it's the AMM exchange based on TRON protocol, of course. So UnionSwap is more on Ethereum. We just like launched 4 weeks ago. Right now we are already like top 2 DEX in this industry. Our daily transactions has surpassed UnionSwap by like 20%. And I think our daily trading volume is sometimes is around like 20-30% of UnionSwap. Sometimes is like 100% or even more.
Got it. And I'm assuming in terms of like, you know, because there's a lot of problems. DeFi is still new, but I think we're also seeing a lot of problems with the space just due to like, you know, scalability and high transaction fees and all of that. So
exactly.
Will TRON fix these problems with the DeFi solutions that you're building? Is that your intention?
Yes, exactly. So the success of JustSwap, I think it's not like depends on JustSwap itself. It depends on the high scalability and the lower transaction fee in TRON network. So for example, if you are like a trader on Ethereum right now, if you want to like staking, for example, like 10K US dollar worth of Ether or other cryptocurrencies, you won't like make a lot of money by doing the yield farming and trading in Ethereum, because every transactions at the high time is cost you like $100, right? Even like lower times is cost you like 10-20 bucks, which is a lot if you only have like 10K US dollars, right? It didn't even make up for all the transaction fees. But in TRON network, it's instant transactions, and also the fee is lower to like 0.01 like cents, like US dollars. So that's why recently we have seen a lot of people from Indonesia, Vietnam, and Nigeria, like those people like trading on Tron platform and the Tron DeFi projects. I think this is like very easy easy to understand, because for the people in the United States, they can maybe afford like $20 for the transaction fee. But this is impossible for people in Vietnam, Indonesia, Nigeria, and in all the like developing countries. The transaction fee is just too high for them.
Yeah, that's a really good point you make. I'm curious, why do you think we're seeing the rise of DeFi now? I mean, is this a new concept, or has it been around a while? And why all of a sudden is everyone interested in it now?
Yes. First of all, I think DeFi is definitely a good story. The reason is because DeFi, I believe, really has lots of the fundamental and potential compared to ICO age. So we all have been experienced the ICO age. At that time, it's just like a lot of the project issue their token, raising money. Even there has lots of the successful ICO story, like Ethereum, like Tron. We all comes from the ICO age. But the problem here is lots of the ICO tokens, they don't have fundamentals at all. And they don't have the traffic and the use case on the blockchain. I think DeFi is kind of like different. You can check on lots of the Ethereum project like Compound, AV, and recently we got like YFI, UnionSwap. They all have their tokens. But also you can see their tokens has lots of the fundamental use case on the Ethereum blockchain. Even there is a lot of the transaction like gas fee problem, but you can see the fundamental. For example, like AV, Compound, and the Maker, they all have like over $1 billion in their network, right? Even in terms of the AUM, if we see in the traditional finance way, it's not like a small number too. And also, of course, if you check on Tron, we have like Sun.io, lock up like more than $350 million. And also JustSwap, the liquidity is over $200 million. So I believe this time the DeFi really has lots of the fundamentals and really provide the financial infrastructure for the people in the blockchain industry. And also recently, we just collaborate with WBTC. They have over 100K BTC on Ethereum network now. And I believe they're gonna have even bigger potential on Tron network. So that's why I believe this time is different. DeFi story is just, I believe, definitely have more fundamentals. And I believe the potential gonna be huge.
Right, yeah, I agree. And I just read that news that Tron formed that relationship with BitGo. So yeah, that's awesome. And I think we can expect to see some really great things there. Yeah. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? Like, what do you think that we'll start seeing because of that new relationship?
Yeah, exactly. Let's take like an example happened before. So Tether issue USDT on Tether, I think is like a year ago. So in 2019. So at that time, USDT is only available on Omni and Ethereum. Both layer, if we see it's like layer one, both layer is very slow and high cost. So we have seen a lot of the times when both like Bitcoin network and the Ethereum network is very busy. A lot of the traders, they can even trade between different kind of the exchange at those peak time. For example, like March 12th, we remember this year the price like crashed a lot. And lots of the people trying to arbitrage between different kind of the exchange, and it's very hard to do that because like all the transaction fee and also the network just can't process all the transaction. So that's why we have seen in the last year, USDT on Tron have grown from 0 to over $4 billion, and users is grow from 0 to right now we have over like $1 million. I think it's $1.2 million, 1.2 million accounts now. So I think we're gonna see the same story on BTC and the ETH too. So BitGo migrate WBTC on Ethereum, which is very successful. We have seen over like 100K BTC on Ethereum network. And if you want to move like BTC from different kind of the exchange, I think the BTC on TRON network definitely going to be a very good option for you. So you can just move BTC like TRON. So you will enjoy a 0 transaction fee and the instant transaction to move your BTC on TRON network. And if you want to redeem those BTC back to the BTC on the main chain, you can just do it. So it's also very easy to do that. So that's why I believe collaborate with BitGo. People can still enjoy the BTC assets, but they can also at the same time enjoy the low transaction fee and the instant speed. Same for the Ethereum too. So BitGo will also issue WETH on TRON network, which means if you are an Ethereum lover, you can definitely deposit your Ethereum into BitGo and get WETH on TRON, and you can move WETH between all different kind of the exchange.
Got it. So I'm thinking just from what you're saying is that this creates a lot more liquidity in DeFi. But my question is this, because, and I'm not a DeFi expert, but you are, so that's why I'm asking you this question. So most DeFi tokens are on Ethereum, but now we're seeing cross-chain money markets like Kava, and there's another one I was just reading about, Equilibrium. Is what you're doing considered a cross-chain money market type situation, or is that something completely different from like Kava?
Yeah, sure. Definitely. First of all, I think we are creating the same kind of the DeFi ecosystem as Ethereum, right? So today, like all the Ethereum network product, you can see a same version of TRON product. For example, the MakerDAO on TRON is called Just Stable, developed by Just Team. And UnionSwap is called Just Swap, you can see on TRON network. And also for YFI and AV and those compound, you can see the Sound.io is developed the money markets on TRON network. And also we also would like to collaborate all different kind of the cross-chain solutions to bring other stable coin or digital assets to TRON platform. For example, we collaborate with Tether to bring like USDT on TRON, and we collaborate with BAN to bring the Oracle on TRON, and we collaborate with BitGo to bring the WBTC, WETH on TRON. So I think we are doing both sides, right? So a cross-chain trading or conversion, right? We're gonna partnership with different kind of the asset issuer to bring them on TRON network. And also at the same time, we have all these kind of the DeFi infrastructure we are building right now. So I think we are doing both things in the parallel, didn't like focus on one or more than another.
Got it. And what are your thoughts on, because DeFi has a lot of potential, I'm learning this now, but how can we ensure that the projects are, you know, legitimate? How do we ensure that these projects are safe?
Yeah, sure. Definitely my suggestion. So first of all, I think if you want to buy a lot of money in the DeFi product, you definitely need to check about audit reports. So that's something I'm urge like everybody in our TRON community needs to review their audit reports, definitely by a third party, reputable third party for sure, before you can get into the DeFi game. I think this is very important. And also, of course, as the TRON development team, we are also trying to persuade like everybody doing DeFi project on Tron, they need to get an audit report for sure, right? To make sure on the safety of the community. And also, I think the second tips is about diversification. So for example, if you have like 10K TRX, you can divide it, the 10K TRX into like 10 plays. So one play you have like 1,000 TRX, and then you can invest this kind of TRX into different kind of the project. Because at the early stage, all the DeFi project return is very high. So if you invest into like a good one, you can make 5 times, even 10 times the money more than before. So which gave you a lot of the leverage and the space for losing money in other projects. So that's why I don't like recommend you to bet all your money in one product because it's too risky. You may lose all your money. But I think you can divide your portfolio in different parts and enjoy the revenue or the profit, investment profit from one project and make up for the loss of other projects. So that's, I think, is a better way, especially in this kind of the stage, right? So recently for the NFT, I recommend the same. You know, lots of the people recently invest in meme token, get some profit or lose some money, right? So that's why I believe we always need to focus on diversification, especially when we are trying to invest some like very risky product.
Yeah, I just want to ask you real quick. So you mentioned meme tokens. Can you just explain what that means? Some people might not know.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So our strategic partner like Poloniex listed meme token recently. So meme token also have I think a good volume on the UnionSwap as well. So meme token is an NFT token. So recently after the DeFi story, right? We have seen like NFT is starting to taking off. You know, so basically the meme token is the meme community gonna create lots of the NFT basically tokens. And meme token, I will see meme token is more like platform token or the community token. And the real product, or if you want to see there is like some fundamentals, I think it's more like the collectible NFT tokens trading on the different NFT product. So NFT, I think you can, the name is short for non-fungible tokens. So basically you can see the non-fungible tokens more like the collections we all like been fascinating when we are like a child, right? So we love like some kind of the space world like tokens, and also so sometimes I also get some collection from Game of Thrones, you know, this kind of the stuff. So it's more about culture, it's more about meme, it's more about collections. So I think this is definitely a very interesting niche market.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm wondering if you know about this. Basically, I think that the DeFi space we're seeing now, which really caters to crypto investors, will eventually open up to the enterprise space, kind of like we saw with you know, Bitcoin. It was really just about Bitcoin at first, but then it became this whole thing with enterprise blockchain. Do you think we're going to see the same thing with DeFi? Is it going to become enterprise DeFi?
Yes, definitely. I believe so for sure. I can give you like a very easy like example. So before that, you know, we have seen Bitcoin for sure. Even in terms of the market cap, I think it is very large. If you even see it in the traditional way, traditional finance way, is over 200 billion US dollars of the market cap. So there's some like traditional company also doing like, if you have like Bitcoin as a collateral, you can put and the lending like fiat, right? In the other way. But we have seen like all the DeFi even provide like better services than those traditional institutions, right? So today in compound AV, you can even get better interest than those traditional institutions. So that's why I definitely see like in the future, you can even put your like household as a collateral and lending money on DeFi platform. So you will see like all the traditional finance assets, for example, like gold or everything, right? House, real estate, and all different kind of things. You can put them on the DeFi platform and get loans, you know. So that's why I believe right now we already give a very fantastic user case right now. So definitely a lot of the enterprise we're trying to move on DeFi platform. I think smart contract and the blockchain is not like only benefits the crypto industry. It's gonna benefit like the enterprise user case. It's gonna benefit all the traditional industry.
Right, definitely. So I kind of want to also talk about Ethereum 2.0, and I want to know your thoughts on that because they're about to launch phase 0, and I want to know how Tron compares to ETH 2.0.
Yes, I think Tron is just like ETH 0.0 accomplished. So they don't even need to, like, if you are like a developers, you don't even need to wait for ETH 2.0 because I don't even know when they're gonna accomplish it. You can just like move to Tron Network. So we has adopted POS like years before Ethereum and deliver like all the infrastructure, and we are even like compatible to Ethereum. So you don't even need to like edit your smart contract. You can just like migrate to Tron, you know, very easy and simple. And for Ethereum 2.0, I think I'm not like very optimistic because Ethereum has been developed this like Ethereum 2.0 for almost 4 years. We just keep like seeing the postpone of the Ethereum network migrate to POS basically. I think this is not like only about the technical side. So it's also about like whether the people in Ethereum is willing to migrate to Ethereum 2.0 because the math is really simple, right? Recently, Ethereum miners make like tens of the millions of the US dollar like every day based on the transaction fees, you know. And you know, because of the Ethereum network, if they really needs to migrate to Ethereum 2.0, it's not like the token holders have the voting rights to have their voice be heard by everybody else. It's 100% decided by miner. So if I'm like Ethereum miner, I don't want to move to Ethereum 2.0, and I don't care like people Ethereum is struggling. I mean, as a developer, I just want to make money, right? Because right now everybody using Ethereum, and I make like tons of the money. So that's why I think the developer proposal in Ethereum is very hard to pass, I think, eventually. The miners, they won't like vote for yes, because this gonna mean like they're gonna be kicked out from Ethereum network, and Ethereum gonna convert to like POS, which means all the miners gonna lose their power and lose their way of making money, and all the mining machine they buy gonna go to zero. I don't think they gonna agree with this proposal at all. That's like my like honest opinion. And if some like developer in the Ethereum gonna push this like really hard, I think the worst case scenario is we'll have like even a new fork in the future. So some like miners gonna stay like in the original Ethereum blockchain, and some some like developers, they might call for like migration to a new Ethereum, something like that. So which I think is equivalent to like Ethereum civil war. So that's why I'm not like optimistic about this at all, because you are, you know, like touching like the real like interest of somebody else.
Right, for sure. I mean, and I guess, phase 0 is supposed to launch sometime this year. So I guess we'll see how that plays out soon.
Yeah.
So changing the subject a bit, I'd like to know if there are any updates with BitTorrent, how many downloads there are, how's that going?
Yes, definitely. I think BitTorrent has lots of the progress. We launched BTFS, which is the largest decentralized distributed storage network in the world. So, so basically, right now you can storage your files, and if you are developers, you can storage your website and everything you have in over 100 million devices across the globe, which is decentralized, secure, encrypted, and also much cheaper than even Google Drive and Dropbox. And if you are a storage provider or miner, you can also provide your storage in the BTFS network. You can get BTT for reward. And also at the same time, we have seen a lot of the people starting to use BitTorrent Speed as well. So as we've seen, like BitTorrent Speed is a way you can use BTT to accelerate your downloading speed, which is using by almost 100% of the BitTorrent user recently. And just stay tuned for Q4. I think we're gonna launch another revolutionary product in BitTorrent team. We have developed this for years, and I believe definitely everybody gonna be really excited about this new product. Definitely stay tuned. This is, I think, one of the revolutionary technology we're gonna release this year.
Awesome. I'm excited. And I hope I get the exclusive for Cointelegraph for that. So keep me in mind.
Definitely.
Nice. Great. Well, Justin, do you have any additional thoughts that you want to share with the audience that we haven't already covered?
Yes, definitely. I would like to share like the potential of the TRON DeFi network. And if you are like token holders, you haven't like seen like a TRON DeFi product, definitely I think you can try out JustSwap and also try out Sun.io and JustStable. All the DeFi product we have delivered. You will find out TRON network is zero fee with instant speed. The user experience is just amazing. You should definitely try it out. And if you are like a developer and suffer from the transaction speed and the transaction fee of Ethereum, I definitely think you need to have like a new version on TRON. We have seen lots of the developer on Ethereum start to migrate to TRON network, and we also collaborate with Tether and Spiegel and issue all the assets available on Ethereum migrate to TRON. TRON also have a very good traffic. Our daily address, daily increase address is same level with Ethereum. It's like 100K or something. And also we just surpassed like 10 million users recently. So definitely, I believe you need to seize this chance. And if you develop on TRON, I think definitely you will have lots of the premium and also have lots of the traffic because like TRON community is very enthusiastic. Everybody wants to try out the new product on TRON.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. I'm a big fan of TRON, and I consider myself part of the community, and I really love what you're doing. So I think you're really helping, the DeFi space grow, and we're going to keep seeing innovation. Yeah, well, Justin, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure. I always enjoy speaking with you, and yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.